Okay, today I'm doing a quick lead-in to a set of videos I made. I've run into some problems on the tiger wraps that I posted because I didn't explain myself well enough on what a mono tiger is all about. So I did a specific segment just on that. The underwrap on this tiger wrap, is 4 threads. It's a black thread. It's a Holland twist thread with brown and black, another Holland twist thread with green and black, and then a satin tone tan, which is actually kind of an NCP thread and a plain thread wrapped together in a twist. So they're all twist threads, and they're a little bit larger than the normal size D thread. You'll see in this that how I put the mono on, then how I put the thread over the top of it, and then the finish on it. And at the end of the video, there's some stills that you can zoom in and see really what it looks like up close. So I hope this answers the questions you guys are putting online, and I hope I can get the rest of the videos done for the tiger wraps that I've been basically working on for almost 4 months now, since the Fred Hall show. So let me know if this gets the point across, and we'll have more coming later. This is how I test what my results are going to be. I just loop it over the blank. I don't want to waste all this time letting you watch it. Okay, I just loop it over the blank, and I kind of clip it in place with whatever you can figure out. In this case, I just have a little quick clip with some cork tape on the inside. And you get the wrap going. Have the spool of line on the floor, which I'm kind of using my feet to give it a little extra tension. And you can see how the pattern starts to develop as I go on. It goes from the effect of line going around the blank to elongating the patterns. It's really a bizarre effect. Okay, you can see what I'm coming up with here. I'll see if I can zoom in for you. Okay, I'll do a few more wraps. And then what I'll do is I'll go ahead and, this is just a test now to see what we're getting, and it's the desired effect that I want. You can see there's really strange patterns. I'm going to go ahead and shut this off now, get it started for real, and then come back and try to tape a little more. After that, I'm going to secure the wrap, turn it off for a while, secure the wrap, and then I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to make it so you can put finish over the top of the mono wrap, which if you do it right now, if it were finished, all you'd get is a clear cover, and you'd see the under wrap as it naturally is. So I'll come back to this in a minute. Okay, I finally got it started, and I'm going to do a little bit of wrapping here, show you that I'm getting the same pattern that I got the time just a few seconds ago when I was just testing it. Probably hard to see, but what I did is I flattened the mono and then wrapped over the flat end here to start it, just like you would any other wrap. I love the bizarre patterns you get using mono. Now understand that 130 pound test line probably isn't designed to put on a freshwater rod. Yeah, maybe just right above the reel seat, but it really fits well on a lot of ocean gear because you have the really big grips like the EVA and the Hypalon, so it doesn't look bad when you have a great big fat wrap like this going on. You can see how fat it is compared to the blank. So I'm just about to the end of this. Getting a little tiger effect on this end, which brings us back to the fact that depending on where you are on the rod and the diameter and the size of the thread, you get all kinds of different results. Get right to the edge of this black here. Actually go a little bit further. What I'll do now is put a clip on it and one more turn. Put a clip on it and I'll cut the mono and then flatten it and pull it through just like I would any other type of wrap. Then I'll come back and show you what happens when we put the black thread on it. Alright, I've got it all tied off. You can see where I tied it off there and there. That's 130 pound mono over 4 size D threads. They're actually size D plus because they're twist type threads from Holland. But it got some really neat patterns. And I want you to take a good look at the colors and how they appear with just the mono. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to start a black wrap of thread. Let me see if I can move this down just a little bit here. I'm going to start a black wrap of thread and put it in the grooves of the mono and see how it actually enhances the colors of the threads. Okay, I'll turn it back on in a minute. Now I've started to put on the black thread, and you can see it's right in between each groove of the monofilament. It's easy to follow, falls right into place, but I think you can see how the colors on the left hand side here, this side, become much darker and richer, and the same on from that on the right hand side. So there's two reasons I started doing that. One was to get the color that I wanted out of it, but the other was I've always wanted to put finish over a mono wrap. The feel of mono, especially in our western saltwater fishing, our west coast saltwater fishing, being on party boats where rods are getting bounced around left and right. The mono, I don't like the way it gets abused and bruised and scratched. And of course it doesn't take much to put a new wrap on, but in this way you really don't have to. You can put a coat of finish over this now and it'll end up exactly the same as it looks when I get done wrapping it. So what I'll do now is I'll go ahead and finish this wrap up, and it'll probably take me a day or two to get all the finish on it and everything and get it finished up and take one final picture. Maybe we'll take that one outside so we can see how it sparks and sparkles and stuff like that. So we'll get back to this as soon as I'm done with it.